Yeah.
Especially when we're still budgeting 400.
All right, well, good evening, and thank you all for coming. I know we've got two new and two existing council members to swear in for this current term. And at this point, Ms. Wooler is going to be administering the oaths of office, and so at this point, I'm not sure, Mr. Huzay, did I hear you say you wanted to go first?
Yeah, I've got the little one here, and
Okay,
time's
well.
in like a half an hour, so we're teetering.
It's fine, I don't know that there's any, I don't know that there, yeah, so you might as well,
It'll be a toss-up between him and Andre, who
you might as well step on up and we'll get her started.
Get that out before you do this.
Wow.
Yes, we're here.
Multi-talented.
I mean, that's impressive.
I'll have you, whoever wants, if you want to just have your hand on the Bible, you'll have to raise your right hand. So, I, Stephen Huzay, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio, that I will uphold the charter and ordinances of the city of Wooster, and that I will faithfully and impartially perform the duties of my office as at-large council representative for the city of Wooster. So help me God. You want to sign here? And then I will sign.
Well, Mr. Paul, you might as well be next.
Might as well. You made it?
If you want to hold it over. Well, have you raise your right hand. I, Drew Paul,
I, Drew Paul,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
that I will uphold the charter and ordinances of the city of Worcester,
that I will uphold the charter and ordinances of the city of Worcester,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially perform the duties of my office
and impartially perform the duties of my office
as at-large council representative
as at-large council representative
for the city of
for
Worcester.
the city of Worcester.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
Tyler, you might as well be next. What's funny?
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you as well.
All right. I, Tyler Owens,
I, Tyler Owens,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
that I will uphold the charter and ordinances of the city of Worcester,
that I will uphold the charter and ordinances of the city of Worcester,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially perform the duties of my office
and impartially perform the duties of my office
as Ward 4 Council Representative
as Ward 4 Council Representative
for the city of Worcester.
for the city of Worcester.
I, Jennifer Warden, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio, that I will uphold the charter and ordinances of the city of Worcester, and that I will faithfully and impartially perform the duties of my office as Ward 2 Council Representative for the city of Worcester. So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, well, that concludes our swearing in, and at this point, the meeting will start at 7, so feel free to mingle, and we'll start it up at 7 o'clock. Thank you.
I know, jealous.
Kidding.
I go to golf every day. I'm like, thanks, really appreciate that.
I got the.
All right, well, good evening. It's 7 PM. Welcome to our regularly scheduled meeting of Wooster City Council. It is Monday, January 5th. We are also live streamed on YouTube as well as being here in council chambers. Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, January 20th, due to the Martin Luther King holiday on Monday. And with that, Ms. Hamilton, if you'll please read the roll call.
Mr. Abernathy.
Here.
Mr. Gaffey.
Here.
Mr. Guzet.
Here.
Mr. Malta.
Here.
Mr. Owens.
Here.
Mr. Paul.
Here.
Ms. Warden.
Here.
All right, we have a quorum, and the agenda will remain as presented. At this time, I ask you to stand and join the members of the City Council in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, do I have a motion from council regarding approval of the minutes from our last meeting in December?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Abernathy, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Paul. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Communications from the mayor administration. Mr. Mayor, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. President, council members. Just really a brief rundown of what's happened recently, and I think you can tell by the shortness of this list that a lot of people were enjoying holidays. And I hope everybody had a good, successful holiday season, and looking forward to a good 2026. The 16th of December, the Wooster City Schools had their regular board meeting, and again, the facilities plan was up for discussion. That'll come up again, I think, on the 20th of this month, and I think there's likely to be some activity out of that, and we'll see. And some of that could impact the city of Worcester, depending on what that decision is made. The 17th, we had the bi-monthly managers meeting. That's every 2 months. All the department managers meet here in this room, and we do a kind of an update of everything that's, all current events. And this one, at the end of the year, we bring in lunch, pizza, I think was typically it, but we kind of do an end-of-the-year recap and a thank you, so that's a nice event. The 19th, we had the CRA Housing Council meeting to review the CRA projects out there. I think Ms. Warden, was part of that meeting. That's just an annual thing that we're required to do as part of that program. The same day, Kim Farney, many of you know Kim, a longtime Worcester employee, had his retirement celebration, so that was, again, a nice event. A lot of years, a lot of memories, a lot of service to the community. So I want to recognize Kim. And it's always, we always have people coming and going, so you worry about singling out anybody because we're going to miss somebody. But Kim, I think, is deserving of mention on that. Looking ahead, we're having my monthly meeting with Superintendent Tudor this Thursday, and again, going to have some insights. He has a new board that he's working with, so he's going to have a little better feel of the lay of the land, I think. I think they have a work session tonight or tomorrow night. Next week on the 13th is our first WEDC meeting of the year. That's every other month, and they're meeting at the Career Center for breakfast, which is always a good one. If you ever are on the WEDC, that's one not to miss. Then we've got the holiday on that Mr. President mentioned on the 19th, which means council meeting on the 20th, and there is a work session planned before that for Laws and Ordinance Committee. So that kind of segues right to the agenda, or I'm sorry, before I jump there, Joel, did you have some things you want to add?
I thought I'd correct you on one thing. We had a chili cook-off for a managers meeting where they brought in chili and Phil tried to pass his off. He went and bought some Wendy's chili. He didn't win, so that was good.
No, I
Our
won't.
law director won.
You did?
Yeah.
Technically, my husband.
I did want to just bring up a couple of highlights from our last memo update. Buried in there on one of the pages, you probably saw We had 6 water main breaks for the month of December, which is pretty high for us, but it had a lot to do with the weather we were having. For a total of 30 in 2025. So just to give you an idea, our 10-year average is about 32 a year. The last couple of years have been pretty low, mostly due weather related, but because of the sort of the extended cold we had a few more that got us closer to that 10-year average this last year. And speaking of the weather, there was some updates on our snow and ice control operations and our leaf pickup. So we were out quite a bit, especially in the last few weeks of the year. And just to highlight, we had applied, at least by the end of the year, 1,780 tons of salt. The average salt in the last 5 years was 563 tons, so quite a bit more. And we actually went and talked to the ODOT garage to make sure if we needed it, we could get some salt for them if we had another storm blow through here. But 13 events where we went out and applied that. So I say that to also mention that it did affect our leaf pickup operations this year. So they are actively out. They were out today, and we did an updated schedule on our social media here just this afternoon. And they're hoping within the next week to complete what is normally our round 2 of leaf pickup, and then they're going to start a round 3, and they're hoping within about 10 days to 2 weeks, since it should be less leaves, they can finish that up. So hopefully by January 15th or 16th, they'll complete a 3rd round. We typically haven't done a 3rd round, so this is a little bit new, but with the sort of the uniqueness we've had this year, we thought that would be a good service to the community to do that. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. Thank you.
Will there be any adverse effect on the budget to that?
No, I don't think so. A few more hours of overtime and that kind of thing.
Nothing significant?
No.
In my defense, I was coming from the hospital board meeting, so I didn't get to participate in the chili, but I did make the tail end of the meeting. So, but I had forgotten that, so thanks. Looking ahead to the agenda, the first thing we have an opening on the Civil Service Committee. It's kind of explained there in the memo that's attached. I just want to thank you, Red Kramer, for 12 years of serving on that, and also to Peggy Schmitz for agreeing to serve. That commission doesn't meet often, but it's still, you have to have it staffed, and you have to be ready to go when they do have an occasion to be used. So that, I make the nomination, and then council's got to approve the appointment. Or I should say, I make the appointment, council has to approve. 3 new items of legislation, all on first reading. The first is the package of amendments to the residential zoning code. It needs to remain on first reading, as it will require a public hearing, and that's the subject of the Laws and Ordinance Committee meeting at the next meeting. The second is the last-minute addition seeking to amend the annual appropriation ordinance, and Andre will be speaking to that shortly. And that will require 3 readings or a suspension of the rules. And the third item is a budget item to upgrade IT equipment, and it does not require 3 readings. To wrap up, I'll say we have a lot of important business teed up for 2026. There are sure to be some important items that come up during the course of the year that aren't even on our radar right now. But even with that in mind, I am fairly confident in saying that, in my opinion, this zoning code amendment package is probably going to be the most important piece of legislation that you're going to see this year as far as the long-term impact. This is a massive undertaking by Vince Marion and the volunteers on the steering committee. And again, I don't think I can say this enough. I want to thank Vince for his efforts on that and for all the volunteers that were involved. We are not going to see the results from that overnight, but over the course of time, it should result in more investment in our existing residential neighborhoods, more housing overall, and more affordable housing. So with that, Mr. President, back to you.
All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you. Along the lines of the appointment for Peggy Schmitz to the Civil Service Commission, do I have a motion from council to accept the nomination from the mayor? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. And moving on, we have no communications from the public related to any legislative pieces, but we do have a liquor control request, which Ms. Hamilton will read for us.
So we received a liquor control request for a new C1 and C2 license for Bell Stores, Inc., Bell Stores 1168, 4784 Cleveland Road, Worcester. And then I put in a little description about what each C1 and C2 means, and I believe this is the one that's going in up there in Madisonburg at the corner of Cleveland and Smithville Western.
Okay, makes sense.
Motion to waive.
All right, well, save me from even having to explain it, so, not a problem. So at this point, motion to waive hearing, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of waiving the hearing signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Just trying to help you, Craig.
no problem. Because we have such a long agenda this evening, we don't want to consume too much time unnecessarily. I understand. All right. Well, we move on to committee reports, which at this point we have none. We have no public hearings this meeting, but as the mayor stated, we'll just say it again for the sake of repetition, that on the 20th, we have a public hearing with related to the new zoning that we'll hear about this evening.
Yep.
What time was that meeting going to be?
The committee meeting at 6:30, or 6 o'clock. and
6
then
o'clock,
I believe the
okay.
public hearing has to happen during the council meeting.
Yes.
All right. And we have no unfinished business, so we'll get right into our new business, which is ordinance 2026-01, which Ms. Hamilton will read for us.
Ordinance number 2026-01, an ordinance amending and replacing Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code of the codified ordinances of the City of Worcester, Ohio, and the official zoning map.
Mr. Huzet, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, this is an update that the city's been working on under the purview of Mr. Marion, who's in attendance, to update our residential zoning code. I was going to save questions and comments until our next meeting for our planned Laws and Ordinances Committee. Of course, all of council's welcome to attend, and that'll give everybody some more time to digest kind of what's before us. And it does come with a full recommendation from the Planning Commission as well, which they approved it last month. But yes, if anybody has anything, Mr. Marion's here. Otherwise, we'll leave this on first reading.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Marion?
I have one. So I know part of the goal is to increase the number of lots, which increases the number of houses that can be built and, thus more affordable housing. Do we know as the city how many more lots, like decreasing the sizes, will allow there to be?
So specific number of lots, I don't have a specific number. The way, and that's a good question, the way it will work is, if adopted, there'll be two new zoning districts introduced into the code. They're called transition districts. That will allow for greater flexibility of use in terms of multifamily, duplexes, triplex, quadplexes stacked higher in some areas. But a more significant or just as equal opportunity will be the revising of our single-family residential districts, our R1 and R2. Currently, we have two primary residential districts outside of the downtown area that are R1 and R2, both with different size lot standards. R1 is your traditional, almost a quarter of an acre of land, a larger home. R2 is just a smaller, same exact regulations, just smaller lots, different setbacks. The proposal is to eliminate the current R2 zoning district for the majority of the city and merge that into the R1, with the R1 adopting the current R2 standards for lots. I think we might be able to work on getting an area of what that would equal to for the next meeting.
Okay. Yeah, and even just a, general sense of like percent, how many more we could have, right?
Now, of course, some of that's going to be dependent on the amount of land that's available for development. Everything that's been developed over the last 3 years has been developed under the R2 standards with the smaller lots. and everything that's been annexed up until the most recent one has been zoned R2 for smaller lots. We could do a comparison of what those developments would have looked like R1 versus R2, which will give you an idea of the difference.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions?
And I also do believe, Mr. Marion, you said OHM would be here for the committee meeting as well?
Yes,
Okay.
the gentleman who was working with us through OHM through the draft process will be present for questions also.
Very good. So, yeah, we'll look forward to seeing everybody 6 o'clock for laws and ordinances. We'll talk about this in greater detail.
Okay, well, we've given it its first reading. Thank you very much. Moving on, ordinance 2026-02. Ms. Hamilton, if you please read it for us.
An ordinance amending the ordinance number 2026-02, an ordinance amending the annual appropriation ordinance and allowing for immediate enactment.
Mr. Abernathy, the floor is yours.
Well, Mr. Doherty, what'd we get ourselves into? I thought we were done with the budget.
I had one job to do, I messed it up. So I actually, yes, I omitted one line that's kind of important, our street lights, the budget. So out of the 3,000 lines of budget, I missed that one. And
Got to get that added in there.
yeah, so it's kind of important. That's why I apologize, but that was human error. And I think it's the first time in 34 years I've done something that stupid, but. Well, I would say.
I was going to say,
At least with the budget.
Sorry.
Careful what you own.
We'll have a separate discussion on that one.
Maybe the budget. My apologies.
Anybody else want to give Mr. Doherty a hard time or ask him any questions about the streetlights?
Well, my only question would be, where's the money going to come from then, since we haven't appropriated it?
Unappropriated balance in general fund.
Okay.
So the money, it was technically accounted for, it was just not explicitly stated in the budget. Okay.
Yeah, but at least I didn't bring 7 tips in front of you tonight.
That would have been worse.
You wouldn't have done that, you just would have made Jonathan do it, it's fine.
This,
Oh, well, Andre. Okay. With that, I'm going to motion to suspend the rules.
All right, motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Second by Mr. Huzay.
Good, Mr. President, could I address Mr. Owen's question a little bit and just make it clear on this? So through the budget, we at the end have days in cash left, and we have cash reserve left. And that number is, in fact, we were close to the cap that we had, and it's just gonna go to the bottom line. So we'll have about 4 days less cash in reserve than as originally seen.
okay.
Obviously, more cash in reserve is better. I prefer to have the money than not have it. But as far as impact in other areas of the budget, it's just that bottom line number.
Okay. And we do literally have to pay to keep the lights on. Joel, this might be a question for you, though. Is there anything that we as a city can do or are doing to bring the lights to be more efficient, so that way we are not spending $500,000 on lights a year?
Yeah, there's been some discussion around that over the last year, and I'd be happy to share that with you, but yes, we're in a sort of a long-term, multi-year project with AEP to install LED and smart bulbs as well, that eventually we'll be able to turn those down certain areas. Some areas want more lights, depending on the areas, but yes, we can do long-term project with AEP.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Hamilton, if you call the roll on the suspension of the rules?
Mr. Abernathy.
Yes?
Mr. Gaffey.
Yes.
Ms. Warden. Yes. Mr. Huzay.
Yes.
Mr. Owens.
Yes.
Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Mr. Malta.
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Owen. Ms. Hamilton, please call the roll on the adoption.
Mr. Abernathy.
Yes.
Mr. Gaffey.
Yes.
Ms. Warden. Yes. Mr. Huzay.
Yes.
Mr. Owens.
Yes.
Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Mr. Malta.
Yes. Okay. And our last item this evening, Resolution 2026-01, as the mayor mentioned, is a budgeted item. Will be introduced by Mr. Abernathy, but Ms. Hamilton, please read it for us.
Resolution number 2026-01, A resolution authorizing the Director of Administration to purchase a network structure upgrade and allowing for immediate enactment.
Mr. Abernathy, the floor is yours.
Thank you. This project is to replace the servers, storage, and the virtual environment infrastructure with a new hyper-converged infrastructure, the HCI. It's an IT framework that combines computing, storage, networking, and virtualization into a single software system. So essentially, the current server and everything's just, it's past its useful life. We've been piecing it together for a while, trying to fix it, but at this point, it's becoming more expensive just to try and fix it and cobble it together. It's more cost efficient and honestly just better for the city as a whole to just get a whole new system together. So I'll open it up for questions if anybody has any questions around it, but it is a budgeted item and it's going to modernize our systems here. Seeing none, I'll move
I have a question. Will there be any conflicts with the security measures that we have in place? Is that something that we're going to then also need to upgrade to work to coincide with this new system, or hopefully not?
It actually will enhance our security.
Okay.
Security built into the equipment.
And is this cloud-based, or is this a physical server that you will have in-house as well?
For the most part, this is in-house stuff. There will be some command and control that's in the clouds, but for the most part, it's internal.
Thank you.
Any additional?
Just for the new council people, that's Bob Eshel, he's our IT manager for the city.
Thank you, Joel.
This is maybe the one time a year you come to the meeting, if you're lucky.
About once a year.
Do we know about how long it'll take? I know, obviously, with the AI boom, it is, causing lead times to increase.
I'm sorry, you quite answer.
Do we know how long it will take for us to be able to, purchase the system and get it in? I know there's starting to be a lot of crunches with RAM and all of that stuff, so.
That's why we're trying to get on it. We've been working on investigating and checking on what brands, what stuff we're going to get last quarter of the year. And so that's why we're hoping to get this approved, because we've kind of gotten the deals worked out. We're purchasing it off a state contract. It looks like the lead times look pretty good right now. But like you said, you never know how long that's going to last.
Any additional questions? Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Paul. Ms. Hamilton, please call the roll on the adoption.
Mr. Abernathy.
Yes.
Mr. Owens.
Yes.
Mr. Huzay.
Yes.
Ms. Warden.
Yes.
Mr. Gaffey.
Yes.
Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Mr. Malta.
Yes. Okay. We have new computer equipment. Well, we won't receive it, but we'll move on to miscellaneous, which at this point, we had one person from the public sign up. Mr. Barnett, want to step up and enlighten us, please?
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Last summer, I was walking into one of our local stores, and a young man I know, he said, "Hey, old man," he said, "I need to talk to you." I said, "Okay, let's talk." He said, "You're wasting your time putting that sign in your yard." I said, "I am. Why is that?" He said, "I know a couple guys that work for a construction company. Their boss said the city hall, somebody down the city guaranteed that the roundabout would be built." I didn't think that's how the system worked. I don't know. But I'm telling you, people are thinking this is ODOT funded, this is grants, and it isn't that. People need to know exactly where this money's coming out of our budget. It's coming out of everyone's pockets. There's 5 seats out there I can vote for. And every one of them seats is filled by somebody I voted for. I can proudly say that. I'm a registered voter. I don't miss an election. If I have to, I'll knock on every door in Worcester and let the people know where this money's coming from. I will. It won't kill me. I got all the time in the world. It won't kill me. I understand you gotta work with Joel and Mary, but you don't work for them. You know who you work for. I don't have to mention it. I wanna thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, well, I guess, Mr. Gaffey, we'll start with you this evening.
All right. You really like going right every time here. Don't really have a whole lot for this evening, aside from, with the zoning stuff coming up, but it is important, and I know it can be a little bit of a heavy read, especially if you're not used to how the stuff is worded, things like that. I know Mr. Marion is very helpful and does a very good job explaining some of this stuff. And having been on the steering committee for this thing, I will say he did a very good job putting together, I think, a pretty good compromise with some of the issues and things that came up throughout the steering committee. So I just wanted to put a plug in for you there, because I do feel like you did a very good job kind of coming to a good solution here and bringing it to City Council. So that's it for me tonight.
All right, thank you. Ms. Warden?
Thank you. I just want to welcome our newest members of City Council. Tyler, really, you're the true rookie now, since Drew was able to sit here through a couple of meetings. I wonder if somebody at City Hall could look up whether or not Drew's first term was a record. But anyways, it's nice to have both of you on board, and I look forward to serving the next 4 years with you. Thank you, and that's all.
Mr. Malta?
Thank you, sir. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you all for attending and all those that are watching. Welcome aboard, everybody that's new here. 2 new faces. Drew's been here a little bit. But, yes, welcome, and that's all I have tonight.
Very good, thank you. Mr. Owens?
Thank you. Thank you all for coming out. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. Happy New Year, everyone. Excited to get to work for the people of Worcester this year.
All right, very good, thank you. Mr. Jose?
Yes, hope everybody had a happy and safe holiday season, and looking forward to getting after it this year. We'll see everybody on January the 20th.
Mr. Paul?
I have 2 things. Number one, I want to thank the road crews for keeping our roads safe during the holidays. There were a lot of people in Worcester from out of town, and they noticed that we were out, even though it wasn't the easiest of conditions to mop up the roads. There was definitely effort on the part of the city, so thank you. Secondly, I had an opportunity on, well, technically Sunday morning from 3 to 5 in the morning to chaperone an event that was hosted by Rotary. All of the Rotary Exchange students in Northern Ohio converged on Worcester, and I had a meeting here. I thought it was great to see people from all over the world literally coming to our town and having us be the opportunity to represent what America stands for. And I thought that was pretty neat. I want to thank Rotary for doing it, and I want to compliment the young individuals who were there. I think they represented their countries well, and we're fortunate to have them in our country right now.
Thank you. Mr. Abernathy?
Welcome back, Mr. Jose and Ms. Warden, and welcome to Mr. Owens and Mr. Paul, although you've sat by me for a couple meetings now. So I know election season is awfully fun, and glad to have it's over and you're back in your seat. And for a couple of you, getting to finally sit down and join. And I'm just curious. First meeting is a nice, speedy one, but you're on the other side finally. So hopefully it was a good experience. But I want to thank Mr. Barnett for coming and enlightening us as he always does. I appreciate you coming and speaking your mind. Always good to have you here. And with that, I have nothing else.
All right, very good. I do have, just as an FYI, I will not be here on the 20th. Mr. Abernathy will be conducting the meeting. And so at this point, if it goes poorly, it's not my fault. And with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned. Thank you.
7:29?
Half hour. Wow.
Okay, so zoning and this thing is Thursday? Was that it, or is it?
The planning commission, yeah.
Yeah, where is it? Is it here?
Here.
Okay, at 6?